And what is going on, good people? We're back here working on a weekend like usual. And of course, we're always working on a weekday. It is ISG, the intersection of sports and gaming. ISG basketball, and we're powered right here at Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, off of Route 3. Folks, we're the only show combining traditional sports and gaming at the exact same time as we come to you on the platforms of NESN, Unbeaten Sports Channel, Players TV, and In the Black Network. We'll also have a couple of gamers playing for cash and prizes at the exact same time as we talk the latest in the world of the NBA and the WNBA. It is ISG, the intersection of sports and gaming, ISG basketball, and we're powered by Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. All right, we come inside here, folks. Larry Ridley, Studio Sports, ISG football, ISG college football, and of course, ISG basketball at the end of the week. As my guy Dennis Scott likes to say, you got to leave it. Good to be back here, folks, talking the latest in the world of the association and also the WNBA. We're talking the latest in the NBA. Of course, we just had the NBA Cup, and how about those Knickerbockers? NBA Cup champs, the third iteration of the in-season tournament here, as we like to call it, the NBA Cup, the Emirates NBA Cup this season. So congratulations to the New York Knicks. Everybody chasing the Oklahoma City Thunder. We'll talk a little bit the latest in the world of WNBA as well. But shout out to the good folks right here in Clifton, New Jersey. That would be Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, off of Route 3, literally about 3 miles right down the road from MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey, home of the Jets and the Giants. So 3 miles, about 3 to 4 minutes, right down the road on Route 3. They are the guys that invented deep dish pizza back in 1943, drawing their identity and their inspiration from the origins in the Chi, Chicago. And how about the Christmas tree right there? Gotta love the decor, if you will, at Uno Pizzeria and Grill. Over 100 locations in some 20 states. And folks, they serve more than just pizza. They serve pasta, steaks, seafood, burgers, and more. Got craft beers, great cocktails. And of course, for you health nuts out there, vegetarian dishes. Check them out online, unos.com. Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, right off of Route 3. Now, let me go ahead and bring in the co-host for the day. There he is to the left at the top. That's my guy. That is Nebias Wilborn. He's a writer for SI.com and Sports Illustrated. Born and raised, trapped in Atlanta, Georgia. Currently lives in those 2 rivers. It's the confluence, folks. It's the confluence, folks. Those 2 rivers are, kind sir, going by bodies of water from largest to smallest.
All right. So we have the Ohio, right, which would be the largest.
Yeah.
Then you have the Monongahela. And then after that, you have the Allegheny. But size difference in there. You know what I'm talking about?
Okay. Come on now.
Love
Okay.
it. Love it. Good job.
And we even had our mic on and everything, locked in.
Love it. Love it. And there's my guy, Nebias Wilborn, and there's the lady of the show. Peace up, A down. She's in the A-Town. Andrew Richmond, sports reporter in Atlanta. Folks, it is not snowing in Atlanta. At least I don't think so. Is that correct, Andrew?
You know what? I wish that were like my background right here, but I don't remember. I think I've only had one white Christmas in my life, and that was when I was about 5. So I'm gonna keep on dreaming because it's not gonna happen anytime soon.
All right, you guys ready to get this thing started? Talk the latest in the world. The NBA got a lot to talk about and watch a couple of gamers play for cash and prizes. You guys ready to go?
Let's get it.
Let's go.
All right, let's take a look real quickly here at the rundown as we come to you from Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, off of Route 3. Thanks to our television partners, NESN, Unbeaten Sports Channel, Players TV, and In the Black Network. We're talking the latest in the NBA. The Knicks, they win the NBA Cup, but they will not hang a banner. Good decision by James Dolan. One of the best decisions he's probably made since he took over ownership of the Knicks. We'll talk about that. The NBA, speaking of talking about expansion and the Cup future. We'll get into that. How about the Golden State owner, Joe Lacob? Got an email from a fan, responded within a couple of minutes. A fan was pretty much ripping those Golden State Warriors and what's going on with them under 500. We'll let you know the latest there. How about Wisconsin's, Green Bay's Doug Gottlieb, the former radio host? I say former because he's stepping away from his national radio show. A lot of people don't realize he was coaching, not doing a really good job last year, and still doing his national radio show. We'll talk about that. Anthony Edwards playing table tennis with the best table tennis player in the world. We'll talk about that. And also, boxing champ Terrence Crawford retiring. Old Bud, we'll get into that. How about the rules here for the NBA 2K26 Hall of Fame is the mode, competitive rules, 1v1, current roster, like to call those ranks. All 30 NBA teams are available. Hell, it could be 32 starting next year in the next couple of years. We'll talk about that. 5-minute quarters, King of the Hill format. You win, you stay on the stage. How about the prizes? All about that shmoney. $50 guaranteed. The winner gets 40. Runner-up runs out this piece with $10 cash. And folks, if you do win 4 straight weeks, and it does get progressively harder, you do win an NBA licensed zip chair. Folks, go to ZipChair.com. They literally make the best gaming chairs in the world. They also make more than gaming chairs. They make gaming desks, sofa, stools, you name it. They got all the NFL teams, NBA, Major League Baseball, NHL, MLS, and also the NCAA teams, and any custom pieces you might want. Check them out online, ZipChair.com, located on Strong Island. Shout out to Tina Altadonna, the marketing lady, down at ZipChair. They've been rocking with us for about 6 years now, ZipChair.com. Also, when you win your first ZipChair, you do get an official ISG t-shirt. The ISG store, it is open, got t-shirts and hoodies. Check us out there at theisgshow.com/shop. All right, how about the matchup here? These two gamers playing for cash and prizes here as we take a look at our King of the Hill. That is Chief Vonte playing with the Timberwolves. JustZyrell playing with the Thunder. This is the biggest matchup in the NBA this weekend. Thunder at T-Wolves, that game on Friday night. All right, let's take a look at the profiles, and we'll start, of course, with the challenger. That would be Zyrell. I always ask the question, can he kick it? And the answer is always, of course, he can. Zyrell from Columbus, Ohio, 24 years of age. Stadium operations for the Columbus Crew, and shout out to the Columbus Crew, named the best stadium operations club there in Major League Soccer. 2K25 Player Makers Tournament finals. He's been rocking with us, doing a great job playing here on ISG basketball. How about our King of the Hill, Vonte? There he is, Kevonte Wade from deep in the heart of Texas. Dalworth, the Metroplex, Dallas, Texas, 27 years of age, a permanency case manager, and he is our current King of the Hill. How about the standings real quick before we get started? How about these standings brought to you by MollyPopGrapes.com? MollyPopGrapes.com, grapes as sweet as candy. Mollipop taking the world by sweet storm with that pink bag promise. Folks, you see that pink bag in your local grocery store, you got to understand you're getting high quality produce. They make about 20 different varieties of grapes, man. We're talking about grapes as sweet as candy. Also, pressed juices as well. Check them out online. MollyPopGrapes.com, grapes as sweet as candy. How about Nabas Wilborn? A really, really sweet record there. 11-4. Pulling Andrew Richmond going all chalk. We'll see what he does here as we bring everybody back in. And we'll start with you, Andrew Richmond. Piece up, A down in the A-Town. You going with the Thundercats or are you going with the T-Wolves?
Ooh-wee, ooh-wee. You know what? If it's real, it's usually really real. But Vonte right now on a bit of a heater. So this is actually a decision. It comes down to whose team I trust more. And guess what? I feel a little bit thunderstruck, baby. So go ahead and give me the Oklahoma City Thunder, baby.
Nabas, who you got, Thunder or T-Wolves?
I'm going to go with T-Wolves here, man. Like the way Vonte is playing. No offense to Zyrell, sharp player, but, like the way Vonte has been rolling, so we're going to see if we can keep the streak going.
This is weird because the challenger usually gets the first dibs, and he took the Thunder, who were on the road, probably a better team, but the T-Wolves are at home. I'm going to take Zyrell, man. I got a feeling. I always ask, can he kick it? And can he kick it? And he always says he can. So we'll see if he can kick it right here on ISG Basketball on NESN Nation on the Sports Channel, Players TV, and In the Black Network. All right, guys, let's go ahead and lock it up. Let's do it right here. ISG Basketball. Zyrell playing with the Thunder, and Chief Vonte playing with the T-Wolves. Let's play it out right here. We'll talk to the winner at the conclusion of the game. May the best man win. And let's go ahead and get this thing started right here from Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, right off of Route 3. Let's go, guys. And that pregame show brought to our good friends at Golf Zone Social. 3 locations. Where Brooklyn at? You got Brooklyn, West Nyack, and Scarsdale. It's a sports bar and indoor golf lounge. 16 bays. You got the simulators and the suites there. It is where golf literally meets social. The best indoor golf experience that you'll find. Indoor golf games meaning unparalleled social engagement. You can play some 240 courses. It is a true experience. And folks, it's more than just like an indoor golf place with the simulators. It's a bar, a sports bar, a lounge, and a restaurant all in one. Check them out, GolfZoneSocial.com. We're back here inside of Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, right off of Route 3. The guys that invented deep dish pizza back in 1943. 100 locations in 20 states. I'm Larry Ridley, City of Sports Basketball. And we're powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. Talk the latest in the world of the NBA. We're the only show, folks, combining traditional sports and gaming at the exact same time. Got a couple of gamers playing NBA 2K26 for cash and prizes. Middle of the screen there, Vonte playing with the Minnesota Timberwolves. They're in the sort of blue jerseys. JustZyrell, he's our challenger. He's playing with OKC. They're in the orange jerseys. They're playing for cash and prizes. We talked the latest in the world of the NBA. Got Nabas Woodward, he's a writer for SI.com. To the right of me, and to the very right at the top, Andrew Richmond, he's a sports reporter in Atlanta. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get started here. Andrew Richmond, I just want you to smile, and I just want you to clap. Your New York Knickerbockers are champions. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, baby. Knicks champions. NBA Cup champions. Yeah. NBA Cup champions, they win it on Tuesday night earlier this week, beating the San Antonio Spurs by 11 points. But they will not hang a banner. Now, we saw the previous two champions did hang banners. The Lakers, the first time, a couple years ago, and last year with the Milwaukee Bucks. Let's take a listen to Karl Anthony Towns afterwards. He was asked about the euphoria of winning the championship and whether or not he would want them to raise a banner at MSG. By the way, the Knicks will not be doing that. Let's listen to Cat after the win in Vegas, winning the NBA Cup, the third one for the association. Take a listen to Cat.
I mean, the Cup is special, and I think you saw tonight and here in Vegas, semifinals, finals, it brought out the best of all the teams. And for us to be in a position to say that we won and we're the champions and to have this dope-ass shirt on with the Knicks saying champions is a humbling and an honor. So I'll leave that to them. But I know right now in our careers and in our lives, we're going to celebrate this one tonight. We're going to hold this Cup championship dear to our heart. And, but, now it's time to work on the second one.
So that was Karl Anthony Towns after the Knicks won the NBA Cup. Like I said, the third team to win the NBA Cup following the Lakers and the Milwaukee Bucks. Both won the Cups the last couple of years, and both were first-round exits in the playoffs. So I don't know how this is going to affect the New York Knicks. I'm going to go ahead and say it. They're not going to win a championship because they won the Cup. Seems like it's like being on the cover of Madden. But shout out to the Knicks, though. They decided they will not hang the banner at MSG. They haven't won a championship since 1973. Although they did celebrate like it is a major accomplishment, and it is because they do get $533,000, but no banner being raised. We'll start with you, Andrew. You are a Knickerbocker fan. Did they make the right call here by not hanging a banner inside of MSG Madison Square Garden, Andrew?
Guys, I just want to brag. I've been waiting for this my entire life. Since before I was born, I have been waiting on this. The New York Knicks are now champions and will hoist a Mickey Mouse ring. Honestly, this is nice. This is cute. The in-season tournament was designed to make sure that the NBA season, I apologize, wasn't boring. Because unfortunately, a lot of stars, especially in the middle of the year, usually like to take breaks. So I'm glad that they introduced the NBA Cup. The games were awesome. The competition was great. And it is hard, I would say, some would say it might even be harder to win consecutive single game series back to back to back than to win 7-game series. Some could say that. But ultimately, at the end of the day, is this the ring? Yeah, no, guys, I would say some would say that, but that doesn't mean that it's actually true. This isn't as hard as it is actually earning an NBA championship. I'm glad that they didn't raise a banner because that would be embarrassing in its own right. And the Knicks sure do love to embarrass themselves.
It wouldn't be embarrassing. The Lakers and the Bucks did it.
Yes, but the Lakers have an astounding history, and the Bucks have won in the last 10 years. When have the Knicks won? When?
73.
Several of my lifetimes have passed. Well, only two of my lifetimes have passed since then. So honestly, it is really important for them to celebrate this moment. But does this mean anything in the grander scheme of things? No, especially since the Cup is still young. But hopefully in a couple of years we can say, isn't this really cool? Yeah, that was really cool. So neat, but not the main thing.
Nabaz, before I let you jump in here, a lot of people are looking at this video that we're showing right there, the oil check, as they like to say. What the hell is going on with Josh Hart sticking his thumb?
Yeah, I'm not. No.
Of Jalen.
I'm not. No, not even. No. No. Nah. Literally and figuratively, I sanitize my hands, so we're gonna keep it away from that.
I rebuke thee.
Yeah, we're not touching that with a 10-foot pole. I like a lot of things in life. We're gonna move on. What I will say is I do like that these young men seem to be
that
spreading
actually
them.
stole the show, by the way. Nobody
Yeah,
remembers them celebrating. We just remember Josh Hart and Jalen Brunson.
I don't remember because I'm not even. I'm John Cena. I didn't see it. I'm not. No, you're not doing that.
You can't unsee that.
Yeah, I can.
I'll rewind it out my history, my memory banks, huh?
Well, what is like? Was it what was the movie with Will Smith where they're fighting the aliens?
Oh, Independence Day.
No, Men in Black.
Men in Black.
They had the little machine. There you go, the flashy joint like this. Yep, that's me. Going back. But what I do like is the fact that these young men seem to be willing to share their money that they got off this with some of the staffers who didn't get paid extra money. I thought that was a really cool story and really nice of these dudes to, share the sugar, because there are a lot of people on these staffs who do not make millions, who do not get these bonuses, and for them to share the wealth, really cool move, really classy move, which does show that the Knicks as a whole organization is trying to do better. I mean, historically, under James Dolan, have been one of the worst organizations in sports. They recently have gotten better with Leon Rose and that whole crew, and the Knicks seem to be a competent organization, man. They actually seem to be a competent organization, despite James Dolan being their owner. This is a miracle, and they should celebrate this. Good for them for winning something, and I'm not gonna bag on them, man. The Knicks have optimism. It's kind of fun when the Knicks have optimism. It'll eventually get crushed eventually, but we can enjoy them. And actually, I kind of like seeing the Knicks fans get excited and kind of like get on the roller coaster.
We're back, baby. Everything is great. You aren't valid indictment until.
I want to see it. The crash will come. I don't have to pray for it. It will happen.
And I don't know if you remember last week, I said the Knicks were going to. That was my Larry's locks. I said the Knicks were going to.
No, you did. I mean, and look, and you know what? I also have to say this too. Those were some riveting games, man.
Great games.
That OKC Spurs game, fantastic basketball. Wemby clearly doesn't like those dudes. Talked about him being ethical in basketball and all these things.
It is unethical basketball.
Right.
I said that last week too.
Also, Wemby seems kind of a jerk.
Hey, he's not a jerk right now because he's still the golden boy.
I remember that.
No, he's been a jerk.
I like people that passed away as well, right?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm just saying he's a bit of a jerk. RIP to his family member and all that. But I'm saying, like this ain't the first time he said some greasy stuff. Also, I would not be surprised if he's not a big fan of Chet Holmgren.
Yes.
They seem to have a little bit of a rivalry there. I don't know the full extent because I haven't talked to either man about it, but it seems to be from the outside looking in. They don't like each other. They play like it, and it was fun.
Navas, on the record, were you okay with the Knicks not hanging the banner at MSG?
Yeah, I'm fine with it, man. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't have cared either. I wouldn't have cared either way.
If you're Sacramento Kings, somebody like that, okay. New York Knicks, Lakers, Celtics.
No, I mean, well, I will say this. I do think there should be a universal thing. Either we're hanging banners or we're not. What are we doing? If we're not, then it's fine. And if we are, then it's what we do. So I do think at some point, if this tournament is going to continue, it's going to move on, I do think we all have to decide how seriously we take it. Because again, those semifinal games in Vegas seem to be fun. When it gets to Vegas, they seem to take it seriously. They seem to lock in. I watched it. I watched every minute of all those games. Mm-hmm. And so if they want us to keep watching it, I say let's do hang up banners. Because if you want us to take it seriously, then make it serious.
Yeah, no, and honestly, the games, they took it very seriously as well, too. Yeah. So they played seriously, and that's all we've been asking for as NBA fans. So if they did, sure, but I didn't want that ammunition as a Knicks fan myself.
Yeah, they would pick on y'all.
I'm great. I feel good about this.
Yeah, they would pick on you if y'all. If the Knicks did it,
they got the money. We don't need the stupid little banner because it's not the championship that matters. We all know that. This is not soccer. There's no supporters shield or any stupid stuff like that.
Well, I mean, but they're doing it though. They're doing it.
at what point does it become that is the question. So maybe if they keep on with the intensity, it might get to that point. But as of now, I'm not surprised.
All right, we're going to move on, guys. They're heading to the second quarter here. Really good game here. A one-possession game between these two gamers here. Playing for cash and prizes. Once again, JustZyrell, bottom of the screen, playing with OKC there in the orange. Our king of the hill is Vonte, middle of the screen there. Playing with the Timberwolves there in blue. A really close game here in the second quarter. The first quarter brought to our good friends at El Aguila Dorado Restaurant, located in Bayonne, New Jersey. Authentic Mexican restaurant, open 7 days a week. Great food, great atmosphere, affordable drinks as well. Libations, folks, are definitely flowing. Happy hour, Monday through Friday, 2 to 6 p.m. Mariachi shows every other Tuesday. You've seen them with the great costumes and the hats and all of that good stuff. DJs on the weekend, lat nights on the weekends too. They got the patio as well. Great vibes, great food. The Golden Eagle, it is landed right there in Bayonne, New Jersey. El Aguila Dorado Restaurant online, AguilaDoradoRestaurant.com. We're back here inside of Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, off of Route 3. The other guys that invented deep dish pizza back in 1993. I'm Larry Ridley of CBS Sports ISG basketball here, powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. We're the only show, folks, ISG, the intersection of sports and gaming, combining traditional sports, real sports talk, and gaming at the exact same time. We're talking the latest in the world of the association, the NBA and the WNBA. Also got a couple of gamers who are playing for cash and prizes here. You can see Zyrell, bottom right-hand corner of the screen, playing with OKC. And bottom left-hand corner of the screen is Vonte, playing with Minnesota. They're in the bluish colors there. A couple gamers playing for cash and prizes. As you see these guys here battling it out here. We're the only show combining traditional sports and gaming at the exact same time. Good to join us here on NESN Nation, Unbeaten Sports Channel, Players TV, and in the Black Network. Back to the NBA talk here, guys. The NBA, speaking of talk, is talking about expansion. Right now, 30 teams in the association. Of course, those next two seems like leaders in the clubhouse. Seattle, which of course 2008 went from Seattle to Oklahoma City and Las Vegas. Although I think Las Vegas is kind of a red herring there. We'll see. I think they like having Vegas there to do other things. Summer League, NBA Cup now, some other places, and some other entertainment options. And then also the NBA is talking about the future of the NBA Cup 3 seasons in. Been in Vegas for the semifinals and the finals. So 3 games there in Vegas. Now they're talking about maybe just having a final at one place in the quarterfinals and semifinals on site at the arenas of those NBA teams. They're talking about, Adam Silver floated college venues, Rupp Arena, Kentucky, Allen Fieldhouse, Kansas, you know, the Cameron Crazies there at Duke. Let's get your thoughts here on Nabaz. What do you think about expansion and also the NBA Cup's future, playing it at a venue like college? I think it would be lit, but isn't travel the problem right now? Trying to get fans for a one-off game? I don't know. Make it make sense for you.
Well, I mean, the other thing, too, is with a lot of college towns, you got to remember they don't have as many hotel spaces and things of that nature for travel. Also, if it's somewhere like Cameron, it's smaller.
Like 22,000.
Well, yeah, I'm saying, yeah, Rupp does, and Lexington is a little bit more of a.
Yeah, way bigger.
I mean, I wouldn't call it a metropolis or anything, but it's a bit more of a real city in comparison to some other place, like getting to Allen Fieldhouse. Okay, have fun with that. Even getting to Bloomington. Okay, good luck, buddy. All right. I mean, I guess you can play in Indy and then drive over to Bloomington. I don't know, but you get what I'm saying, right? Try things, do ideas, but with the expansion stuff, I think Seattle should have a team. That is a great basketball market. I think that would be a good look for the league to get a team back there. As far as any other cities, I don't know. Like, I don't know how well Nashville will work as long as the Memphis Grizzlies or the Atlanta Hawks and Charlotte.
I'm going to put you on some game here. When the Memphis Grizzlies, when they left Vancouver, the first place they looked was Nashville.
Right.
They were actually wanting to go to Nashville, but the arena is owned by the Nashville Predators, and the agreement, the lease wasn't going to be very conducive, so they went down the road, I-40 to Memphis. I think the Grizzlies should relocate to the state capital and move to Nashville.
I'm pretty sure Memphis people would not like that, so you might want to be careful if you're going to go to Memphis. Stay out of West Tennessee there.
Larry's not valid in Dykeman nor in Memphis, unfortunately, now.
And honestly, you might be better off being valid on Dykeman than not being valid in Memphis, baby. Ooh, boy.
But I will say it's interesting that the NBA recently came out with a statement that said they've noticed the fact that Las Vegas's economy has tanked in recent times because of the fact that people do not have a lot of money in order to spend in America's playground. And unfortunately for Vegas, they have become so much of a, I guess,
It's
one trick
expensive.
pony. Yes, they always curtail themselves to the high rollers. So the fact that now the medium rollers who actually sustain the economy can't actually go there and enjoy themselves. So it is interesting to see if Las Vegas does secure their spot. But because they have so much going on, it seems likely. Seattle, easy, no-brainer, sure. I do like the idea of integrating college atmosphere into the NBA because that's something that a lot of people had complaints about, the fact that the NBA versus college, like the NBA crowd is not lit, but you also have to consider the fact that college towns have a lot of good environment because of the fact that students are able to get access to the games. Are we going to allow it so that normal people can get access to the games? Because you can have it in a small town, but who has the big money in order to pay for those seats? These are conundrums that I don't think we're thinking through.
I would say I think that's a universal problem in sport is can normal people watch the game. I would also even say it is an American issue right now of the dwindling middle class. All these things are part of it that impacts the money, ability to travel.
FIFA having that issue too.
Right. You know? I mean, because people ain't got it. Also, look, I remember when you could go to Vegas for 4 nights for under $500, flight, hotel, and have a good time. Right, you used to be able to do that because you used to be able to eat buffets, go really cheap. You used to get free adult beverages while you gambled, different things of that nature. It was a lot more affordable. Last time I went to Vegas, I think I was there for Summer League like 2 years ago, and you stay on the Strip. Now, if you get off the Strip, that's one thing. But if you're on the Strip, I remember one time I paid $25 for a bagel.
Dude,
I mean,
I've been on the Strip, and honestly, 500 was a flight there. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, there is no way I can even conceive going to Vegas for less than $1,000 in my mind.
Well, but also air travel's gone. Anyway, so the point is I mean, we could get into a whole bunch of things about cost, but I do wonder with these leagues, all this stuff going on, are we starting to run up on a bubble as to how much further you can go? How much more money can you squeeze out? There's a reason why they're trying to go international even. Yeah. Because I think they've squeezed every
EuroLeague. Yeah. EuroLeague.
I think they might have. Yeah, I think they might have more success expanding back to Vancouver or to Canada or Mexico. Compared to America right now, especially with the AI bubble about to pop. In my opinion.
Your thoughts on this one? My problem is you look at these NBA owners. They think, all right, we're getting 1/30th, right? Because there's 30 teams, and you go to 32, which looks like it's going to happen because Adam Silver says they're going to start looking at this starting next year, 2026. Now you get 1/32 of the revenue. That's money. Now they will get some expansion fees and stuff like that. Look, if they make the expansion fees $7 to $10 billion, maybe it's worth it. But if not, you're splitting the pie more ways. That's fuzzy math. Doesn't work. So we'll see. Real quick to both of you guys. If they do 2 teams, what are the 2 markets you like? I think Seattle's got to be one. I don't know if Vegas is a slam dunk case here. I
don't.
Well, because do you want to put 2 West Coast teams, right? Because you're doing Vegas and you're doing Seattle. Do you want to have one East? I mean,
we're heavily concentrated on the East. I think West Coast does deserve another team, but I don't think it's Vegas. I really don't. I feel like Seattle's a lock, but the other one, I don't know. I really don't.
Yeah. We'll see. And it'll be interesting to see about the college venues as well for the future of the NBA Cup. Speaking of the Cup, New York Knicks winning the NBA Cup in 2025. During the fourth quarter here, pretty close game here between these two. Once again, Zyrell, bottom right-hand corner of the screen, playing with Oklahoma City. He's in the orange. Vonte is our king of the hill. He's playing with Minnesota. They're in the blue. A very close game here in the fourth quarter. That second quarter, though, brought to you by good friends at Mona Lisa Pizzeria, located in New Jersey. Been around for nearly 25 years. Best pizzeria you'll find there in Bayonne. Famous for their specialty pizzas, especially buffalo chicken. Mona Lisa unapologetically, folks, Italian, rich hearty flavors of Italian cuisine, full menu, and whether you're looking for Italian dinners or even just a quick lunch, folks, you can get that as well. They got it all for you. Burgers, wraps, soups, salads, calzones, seafood, desserts, and more. They also got the Da Vinci Room for your boutique-style catering and luxury events. They also have the garden as well. Check them out online, bayonmonalisa.com. We're back here inside of Uno Pizzeria Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, off of Route 3. The guy created deep dish pizza back in 1943. I'm Larry Ridley, CBS Sports ISG basketball here, and we're powered by Uno Pizzeria Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. We're the only show about traditional sports and gaming at the exact same time. We're talking the latest in the world of the NBA and the WNBA. Also got a couple of games we're playing for cash and prizes. Our King of the Hill, bottom left-hand corner of the screen, playing with Minnesota. He is trailing right now by 7 to the challenger, JustZyrell. Ridley, he picked him. Yes, let's go, baby. Playing with Oklahoma City. Still about 2.5 minutes to play here in that game. We're talking the latest in the NBA. I got the Boss Wilborn. He's a writer for SI.com. And also Andrew Richardson below me in the middle, right-hand corner of the screen there. She's a sports reporter from Atlanta. All right, guys, back to the NBA topics. Warriors, they have not come out to play. Under 500. Steph Curry dropping 48 and 50 points. They're still losing ball games. It had fans writing to the owner. This fan named Justin sent out an email. How the hell did you get Joe Lacob's email? Sent an email to Joe Lacob, one of the owners of the Warriors, and he was complaining about Steph scoring all these points. Jimmy Butler's not being used. Complained about Steve Kerr, and Joe Lacob was like, "I hear you. You're right. I agree. Maybe Butler's not being used or whatever, and all this other stuff." He responded to him in 2 minutes. What's going on here, Andrew? What did you think of Joe Lacob responding to a random fan and the warp speed with the reaction there?
I mean,
frustrated too. Stop.
They're all about winning. They're all about winning, and unfortunately, right now there's a whole bunch of losing. Especially the fact that they went out and they sought Jimmy Butler. It didn't end up working out late last year, but the Warriors thought that they had the pieces in order to make things interesting, and it started off great. Started off fantastic. Ever since then, stinky stuff going on. I look at this Warrior team a lot because I love Stephen Curry. He always comes out to play. Unfortunately, the rest of the guys do not. Steve Kerr was a little bit right about Jonathan Kuminga. I don't think that he is a fit for this team because his shot selection isn't that great. He needs to work out his game in a place where he's allowed more free reign to actually get his shots in. And the Warriors, they need all the shots that they can. Steve Kerr is also playing some games, I feel, too, because there's no reason why Brandon Podziemski is getting as many minutes as he is, especially considering the fact that Spencer is on a roll right now. Oh my gosh, the legend of lacrosse right now. We need to start investigating any lacrosse players. Hey, if you want to go ahead and cross over to any other sports, you got some talent, maybe we should tap into that market because it's working out well for them right now. But this Warriors team is now in the trade market. We'll see if they end up getting someone like a Klay Thompson, who doesn't look like that Dallas team is basically selling right now. So it doesn't look like he's going to stay on that team. And honestly, Jimmy Butler needs to step up and play like he actually cares. But a lot of struggles going on for the Warriors. And since Steph is carrying so hard at this point, you got to find something at this point. I think this guy, what's his name? What's the name of the fan that ended up talking? Justin is right, okay? Just in time. He needed that wake-up call. The owner did.
Angry Warriors, and I believe it came off of Reddit as well. So Nabaz, it looks like the fan was trying to throw Steve Kerr under the bus, and Joe Lacob signed off on it. He talked about rotations and everything else. Where the hell is Jonathan Kuminga? Well, I guess we'll find out about a trade with him next month. Your thoughts about the owner responding to this fan's email? It was a bit bizarre. It was.
You know, Hall of Fame football coach Marv Levy once had a saying, okay? He said that when you start listening to the fans, you end up in the stands with them. Okay? I'm just saying. You start
sitting right next to him?
Yep, you start sitting right next to him. You start listening to him a little too much. And this is definitely Joe Lacob listening to the fans a bit more than he should. Not saying whether the fan is right or wrong, just saying that responding to this, engaging this, is part of the issue. Why are you engaging this, Joe Lacob? Go fix. Because you know what? It's kind of very similar to where you hear a politician talk about what's wrong in the world, and you're like, well, hey, buddy, it's almost as if, though, you could do something about this. Tell me I feel you. No, feel me by doing something.
You're not as frustrated as me.
Right. Like, oh, man, if only I could find somebody who could do something about this, says the owner of the team.
It's a guy in the hot dog suit. We're all looking for who started this chaos, and it's him.
Hey, man, this is just, I mean, look, man, they're not good. They've made some mistakes. They've had a lot of brain drain in that org, losing
Bob
Myers, and even the GM before that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they've had a lot of different assistant coaches.
You realize they won a playoff series last year, beat the T-Wolves in the second round before Curry got hurt. Maybe if he doesn't get hurt, maybe they're in the conference final.
Maybe so. I mean, hey, man, you got Steph Curry. You have a chance. I mean, he's one of the greatest players of all time. I mean, and so, again, I mean, good. Fans are going to write stuff. Fans are going to say stuff. But if that's what it takes for you to change things and not actually seeing what's happening on the court there, owner, I really don't know what to say here.
I'm just imagining Lil Yachty gif. Oh, man, that's what I should have done, where Drake is helping him. This is exactly what happened. Right. Justin, thank you so much for helping your owner realize.
Yeah, Justin, get a consulting fee next time.
All right, well, we'll see about the Warriors once again. Around 500, they were under 500 as we were taping this show. Been an up and down season for them. We'll see about Jimmy Butler, if he can be used in the right fashion. Also about rotations. We'll see about Kuminga, some of these other pieces. We saw they got Al Horford. They have a hole in the center spot right now. They're a jump shooting team, and they're very small, and they're getting old too. So we'll see about that. Kerr doesn't trust these young guys. That's always been the key. So we'll see about the Warriors as we head towards the second part of the season. The NBA 2K game, is it over? Did we get an upset? Zyrell, he was winning. I think he won, right?
It's really real.
Shout out to also Vonte Wade as well, our champ. That third quarter brought to our good friends at Chubby Sports Bar and Grill, located in Bayonne, New Jersey. Bayonne's favorite sports bar. Great food, good vibes, a fun atmosphere. We all need a place to relax after work. So why not deal with the drink in your hand, folks, right? Do it. Bayonne's top-rated burgers. You got wings, dry rubbed and sauce, grilled shrimp tacos, Mexican street corn, fried shrimp, salty pretzels, and seafood baskets. Open every single day of the week except on Mondays. So Tuesday through Sunday, 2 p.m. to 2 a.m. They got the day parties. They also got the R&B nights on the weekend, Latin nights on the weekends. Great food. Check them out online, chubbybayonne.com. And we're back here inside of Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, off of Route 3. I'm Larry Rhythm, CBS Sports ISG basketball here. We're powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. We're the only show, folks, combining traditional sports and gaming at the exact same time. Talking to the latest in the world of the NBA. I also had a couple of gamers playing for cash and prizes, playing NBA 2K26 at the exact same time. We had an upset. Got a challenger. The feature matchup of the week, the biggest game in the NBA this weekend, is Thunder at T-Wolves on Friday night. And it was the challenger playing with the Thunder on the road, getting the win over our King of the Hill, our champion, playing with the T-Wolves in Minneapolis. Let's get back to the NBA topics. I got Devos Wilbur, writer for SI.com and Sports Illustrated. Also, bottom right-hand corner of the screen, that is Andrew Richmond, Central Sports reporter in Atlanta. Look at this guy right here. That is Doug Gottlieb. Remember him? Radio host, national radio host, I believe, on Fox Sports Radio. Became a coach last year at the University of Wisconsin in Green Bay. So he's Green Bay's coach. They struggled last year. I believe 4-24, if I'm not mistaken, 4-28, 4 games last year. This year, off to a better start, a little under 500, I believe 6-7. But he is stepping away from his national radio gig. Now, look, maybe if you don't go 4-28, maybe you can still do the radio gig. But this year, he's deciding that he can't do that. Remember last year, I don't know if you guys followed this story, he had like 2 car accidents within 24 hours. A school bus hit him from the other team. And also, he got hit by a plow as he was driving home. Like,
Mr. Plow came through?
I don't know. Maybe it's the basketball god saying, yo, bro, maybe you can focus on your job. Your thoughts here, Andrew. Doug Gottlieb stepping away from his radio job to focus more exclusively on his day job, his real job, which is basketball coach at Green Bay, the Phoenix.
I think getting hit consecutively in a month probably is a testament to how
24 hours less.
Yeah, how vile of a human being he probably is. That's karma coming at him, baby. Listen, he goes on the internet, he goes on his podcast, he goes on the radio, and he just spews a whole bunch of hate, really tries to be one of those rage bait shock jocks, and tries to rile up the crowd. So this I do not have a favorable opinion about this guy, is what I'm trying to say. And I honestly, too, if you look on the other side, right? Green Bay, the reason why I know Green Bay, very small school, but they absolutely can still find hoopers to do hoop and do it well, okay? On the women's side, Green Bay is actually a very decent program, went to the NCAA tournament, won a whole bunch. I think they're number one in their conference, and they had a very close, almost upset, a very good team, top 25 team in Washington. The women can play. Right now, you're doing doo-doo on the microphone, and you're doing doo-doo when it comes to your actual job as well. Sounds like someone needs to focus and actually get in the booth, and I don't mean in the radio booth, I mean actually do your dang job, like Bill Belichick said. So I'm glad that he had an epiphany, as to say, but right now he needs to have several come to Jesus moments. At least this one is good. I'm not sure his team is very ecstatic to be around him more, though.
One could argue this is nowhere near.
Well, last year in their first game, he's like, "Who is no? I don't want to schedule nobody you to come play us," and they got beat by a Division II team.
That's Kentucky. A hockey school. Oh boy, where do I start with this dude? All right, man. So one could argue that he has become very comfortable with stealing money.
Did he get in trouble for that when he was?
I'm saying, and if you don't understand what I'm saying,
somebody's playing days at Oklahoma State.
Go look up Doug Gottlieb and theft,
right.
Right, I'm just saying, go look up Doug Gottlieb and theft, Oklahoma State.
Yes, I know what you're talking about. That's why I called it out.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So, just for the audience there to give some background on this young man and how he has continued to say things and do things that have been contradictory. I don't know how he thought he was going to do a 3-hour daily talk show and coach a basketball team. I do not understand how he thought this was going to happen, but in similar but different ways.
Missed the team playing because he had to do his radio show, so he had to fly.
Okay, and they let him do this though. Yeah. They let him do this. It's very similar to how one could say a certain college football coach did some things to himself, but also acknowledging there's a system in place that allowed for these things to happen. He might have done it to himself, but he didn't do it by himself.
I wonder who you're talking about there. Interesting.
Well, actually,
go on.
I think wrong.
Oh, well, also ask Ohio how that's going right now. Too. Just saying. A lot happening in the world. Doug Gottlieb. Also, how you gonna be giving takes every day? 3 hours of takes, back to back, while coaching the team. This is insane. The school allowed him to do it. I don't understand. I don't get what Doug Gottlieb means to the basketball community in 2025. Maybe there was a time in which he was a valuable member of the basketball community, maybe in the 80s or 90s, I suppose. But he has taken some roads. He is among the sportscasters, the Clay Travises of the world, the Dan Dockiches of the world, of that ilk, who has decided that they're going to traffic in some very strong conservative stuff with their sports talk. And he is one of those doing that while coaching a team and wondering why it might be hard to recruit players.
Fair enough. Let's keep it moving, guys. We got about 6 or 7 minutes to go here. I want to get your thoughts here before we take a break. Anthony Edwards, you see this? Table tennis with the there. What's her name? Lily Zhang or something like that. She's really good. But I guess the relationship goes back to the Paris Olympic Games. He fashions himself to be a pretty good table tennis player. Let's go watch her. I think Steph Curry put out a little sort of bet to him, like you couldn't score a point on her. I think he started with a 10-0 lead or something like that. I think he did got a point. You saw, then he walked off and felt like he won an NBA championship. I thought it was pretty cool. Anthony Edwards has the perfect personality.
Yes.
Your thoughts, Andrew?
I love the fact he was picking up babies afterwards and kissing them too.
Well, To be fair, he's got plenty of practice with babies, according to some reports.
Why you gotta
bring up old stuff?
What is it? Old stuff, or is there children involved?
I mean, that's a new baby.
You are hiding a child.
That baby probably got a new baby smell over here, right? But Ed is a jovial guy. He's a funny guy. He's a interesting guy, like Nevias is hinting at. But he likes to have fun, and I think this was a super fun moment. Obviously, he wouldn't get to the point that where he was if he wasn't a confident guy. And I like the belief in himself to go ahead and think that he could test somebody who's an Olympic athlete. And he was able to score and do his thing. That was his goal. Everybody just needs one. And he was able to get that one. So good on him.
I mean, well, first of all, what I do love about the Olympics, all jokes aside, especially the NBA players going, is the cultural exchange, right? Mm-hmm. You stay in these villages and you get to know each other. You respect the other sports. It's one of the few times where I feel like an American. You know what I'm saying?
It's one of the few times that the world can get along.
Right. The world gets along. And even we as Americans, we root for the American team. Mm-hmm. And you meet people, you form relationships. And also, athletes appreciate good athletes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. True athletes and people who appreciate good sport can see the athleticism in someone great.
I believe this is on Amazon Prime too, so one of their part of their programming as well. So they found a good guy. And here's a guy that's very personable, has a great personality. I love it, guys. We're gonna go ahead and take a break. The NBA 2K game is over. We got a few minutes left to go on the show. We got one more topic. The fourth quarter brought to my good friends at 902 Brewing Company, located in Jersey City, 101 Pacific Avenue. A craft brewer there producing ales and lagers. Got about 20 different varieties of ales and lagers. Handcrafted beers, the best atmosphere. Curated good times made right there in Jersey City. Got the spacious tap room as well. And they host a variety of events. They also have a beautiful rooftop as well. So it overlooks Lower Manhattan and the World Trade Center. Check them out online, 902brewing.com. We're back here inside of Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, off of Route 3. ISG basketball. We're powered here by Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, off of Route 3. Larry Lucia Sports ISG basketball. And we're talking the latest in the world of the NBA. We're the only show combining traditional sports and gaming at the exact same time here on NESN Nation of Being Sports and in the Black Network. Had a couple of gamers playing for cash and prizes. The biggest matchup, the featured matchup this week was Timberwolves hosting the Thunder. And we had an upset. Our King of the Hill playing with the Timberwolves, loses to the Challenger, playing with the Oklahoma City Thunder. We got one topic left, guys. There he is, Bud Crawford. Terrence Crawford retiring from boxing. I believe he's 38 years of age, 42-0, 31 knockouts. Won his first belt, I believe, in 2014. How many belts? You see that picture of him with all those belts? It was like 2 or 3 dozen. Now, I know that IWB has been sort of picking on him about, some stuff as well. I know this is a money play. Or is he tired of being just, messed with by these boxing organizations about fighting, win, and defending titles with the WBC, WBN, all these other organizations? Your thoughts here? The boss and Andrew, both of you guys jump in here.
I think he'll fight again. Boxers never retire, okay?
Yeah.
That's just, especially the first time. Seriously.
The first time is a pump fake.
The first time ain't even real. You don't even count the first time a boxer retires. I don't even take a boxer's retirement seriously to the third time. History has just shown over time it is very rare that a boxer gets to those kind of levels and retires the first time.
This is 2 weeks after he had an argument with the WBC. All of this is for show, man.
Right.
What are you talking about?
He's going to drive up. The cost of the brick's going to go up. And good for him. Get as much as you can. Otherwise, you end up being Anthony Joshua trying to fight Jake Paul, which, by the way, might end up being a homicide on TV. It's a real fight.
Praying for you, Drake. Well, actually, no.
I'm
but,
not.
I'm not.
Oh,
I'm not.
I'm praying for broken ribs.
Real quickly, where do you guys put Bud Crawford? Best fighter of his generation? You can make the argument. I'm in that camp. I think so.
Of his time? Yeah.
His generation.
Floyd, him and Floyd on
different generation.
Yeah, Floyd is a different.
Yeah. But of his generation, pound for pound, I don't think anybody's been better. He beats people up, man.
All right, well, good stuff, man. Terrence Crawford, we'll see how long he stays retired. Of Omaha, Omaha, Nebraska, 38 years of age. Like I said, 42-0, 31 knockouts. Are going to step away from for now. That's the key word, for now. We'll keep an eye on old bud Terrence Crawford. All right, guys, the NBA 2K game is over. And, woo, we have a new champ, new king of the hill, JustZyrell. I got a question for you. Can you kick it?
You know I can, man. You know I can.
Man, what was working for you? You were down early, man, to King of the Hill, and you decided to come back. I think you made a very wise choice by picking the Thunder. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm a Timberwolves fan myself, so I know our weaknesses to the teeth. So once I seen Rudy Gobert on the court, he can't do nothing. He can't do nothing in real life, so he can't do nothing in the game.
What's it like being the King of the Hill again, man? You're back, man.
I took a little break from the last King of the Hill, man. I needed to get it back, bro. You know, had to get it back.
All right, well, good stuff. We'll see you next week. You're also doing your thing in college football and Madden as well. So shout out to you, man. You're the new King of the Hill. But Vonte will be back. That boy's good in all 3 games. So we'll see you guys soon. If you want to be like Vonte or JustZyrell, our new King of the Hill, man, you can join us now. All online at ages 13 and up. You win cash and other prizes. Weekly King of the Hill format. You win, you stay on the sticks. Join us now, theisgshow.com/NBA2K, theisgshow.com/NBA2K. Don't do it today, but do it today. Also, hoodies and swag on sale. The merchandise shop is open. The store is open. Free shipping on orders over $75 exclusively at theisgshow.com/shop, theisgshow.com/shop. T-shirts, $29.99. Hoodies, $59.99. Also, this postgame show brought to our good friends right here. Uno Pizza, located in Clifton, New Jersey. Invented deep dish pizza in 1943. Get their identity and inspiration from their origins there in the shop, Chicago. 100 locations in 20 states and they serve more than pizza, folks. They got pasta, steak, seafood, burgers, and more. Craft beers, great cocktails, and vegetarian dishes as well. Check them out online, unos.com. Shout out to JustZyrell. Shout out to Andrew Richards, sports reporter down in Atlanta. Nebraska Reborn sports reporter also for SI Sports Illustrated and SI.com. That'll do it here from Uno Pizza Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. Thanks for watching ISG Basketball. Enjoy the basketball this weekend, guys. Bye-bye.